Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our commission meeting for June the 10th. It's nice having a nice crowd here. We're so used to just seeing chairs. So for the last couple of meetings, we've had a good turnout. So thank you very much for coming out. And Phil, would you please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, we have a packed agenda with quite a few things, but really feel we can get through this. Anything from Tara? Nope. Okay, vouchers and invoices. We have anything to stuff
Yeah,
out?
I had a few things that stuck out. Also, I don't have the minutes yet. So there were office supplies in there that I don't think we should approve. There was a gaming computer purchase and a bunch of peripherals that we didn't hear about in advance that I need more information on. And then same thing, like additional computer purchase. And that's 3 different fire departments. So I move that we approve all except the office supplies submitted by Fayetteville. And postpone a decision on the computers submitted by Armstrong Creek and Anstead.
Okay, was there anything else?
No. Oh, wait. I'm guessing we've already. Rescue systems, one that the donors that. Let's go ahead and exclude the Mid-Atlantic Rescue Systems purchase from Montgomery until we get more information. I'm pretty sure we did approve that in advance, but I need to look back.
Okay, so what I would like you to do is to make the
You want me to amend the motion?
yes, please.
So my amended motion is that we approve all the vouchers and invoices with the exception of the Walmart receipt from Fayetteville. I guess this receipt. The computer purchase by Armstrong Creek. Computer purchase by Anstead. And a large amount of gear purchases that I do think we approved, but I want to make sure from Montgomery. That was to Mid-Atlantic Wrestling.
Okay. I'll second it. We got a motion second on the floor. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. I will make a motion to approve payroll for 6/12/26.
Second.
Got a motion second on the floor. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Minutes postponed.
Okay. And the state settlements.
I mean, we approve the estate settlements as presented.
Approved.
Second.
Second. Okay. Have a motion second on the floor. All those in favor?
Aye.
Guys, this is Chuck's only second meeting, so we have to continue. We're gonna work with him on making sure he knows all the proper procedures.
All right, state election results. Yeah, that's what that is.
It's all of the, you need to sign all of those.
Sign this over. Gotcha. I move that we certify the state election results. And this is again, one of those pro forma things, even though we know we have issues here. We have to do.
So. Got a motion second on the floor. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Budget. Revision.
Yeah. It's the final in your budget revision. Most of it's very.
I move we approve it.
So, got a motion second on the floor. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
John signs the front page, all three of us on the second page. Anthony, did you look at the hazard mitigation lenses? You're good, they're the right language.
Yes, the revised versions.
I move we approve. The hazard mitigation is.
Second. Got a motion second on the floor. All those in favor?
Aye.
Third item is a. Future for the problems, yeah, for the work that's being done.
Sandra, who's, go ahead, Master Tony. Okay, the Sandra, want to speak about the drawdown?
Yes, good morning. How are you?
Morning.
We have for your consideration this morning, resolution number 3 for the recreation project that builds out trails in both the Fayette County Park and also completes the Needles Eye Trailhead. The request today is in the amount of $12,651.88, which is requested of the Fayette County Commission's contribution to the project. This invoicing is from Teradon, the consulting engineer for the project, for preliminary design, final design, permitting, project administration, plans, and specs.
I thought that you guys were doing the administration for the project.
We are doing all of the grant administration. That's internal project administration of Teradon, like internally for their own design and permitting and that sort of thing.
I move we approve the drawdown.
Second. Got a motion second on the floor. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So Appalachian Power easement.
Yeah. Brian, can you? Explain this.
Yep.
Work for the park.
I got it. For the park split, that's a power. The older buildings that were there for 50, 60 years. Power comes in and it all gets dispersed. Now it's gonna come in and get split to where we have power at upper bathhouses and cabins. Split now from the recreational hall up top. That'll ease everything. Back in the day, it was great, but now there's a lot more power demand with these camps. Everybody's got stuff plugged in, more crock pot, more anything. So what this is gonna allow us to do, this is like phase 2 of what we're doing up there. Getting it set up, allowing this new power box up there, and then we'll talk more about if it does it work or not. But they just need an easement to get even the design and the concept.
Okay, Brian,
Yes, sir.
when they come on the property, are they also going to be responsible for fixing any damage that they may do to the grass, to anything with any machines they bring in?
Where we're working right now, that's not gonna be an issue because it's right by the parking. So I'm sure that's the whole point of the easement, is allow them to do that. We're not gonna be doing anything that would need, we're coming off existing lines that are already in. We're just gonna split this power box to a building here.
So
We're right on the road.
okay, so they're going to be able to use the road for all their.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And Anthony, you were okay.
The only, so, you know where the easement's going for?
It's not at all. We have, they already come through the park completely anyway. So we're using everything the existing do, and their work is right where we need.
Okay, the liners of the easement's fine, I was just wanting to make sure that we didn't have an issue with what's gonna be underneath
Right.
the easement. And the drawing says it's fine, and we're not having an issue with it.
So I move we approve the easement right away for AEP on the park property.
Second. Got a motion and second on the floor. All those in favor?
Aye. This one needs to be notarized.
Thank you.
Thank goodness, Michelle.
Several of them need to be.
So Armstrong PSD submitted a request to reappoint Benny Smith for another term. You got, I did not do an order, so that did approved.
I have no problem with it.
I don't either. I think we appoint Benny Step, reappoint him to the Armstrong PSD board.
Second. Got a motion second on the floor. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, and with regard to Judge Fast reimbursement, I move that we approve the jury expenses and the standing desk.
Second. Got a motion second on the floor. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Let's, Oakville Fire Department's gonna take longer than the 4 minutes we have, I think. We gotta go through there. The REIT demolition, okay, that's, see
Yeah.
that, okay, so WV core cover sheet,
Yeah, that's just accepting the coverage for the next fiscal year.
okay, I move we approve the WV core cover sheet.
Second. Got a motion second on the floor. All those in favor?
Aye, on the fund transfer.
Yeah, and these are your end of year fund transfers for general school worthless check and magistrate fund.
I move we approve the end of year fund transfers.
Second. Got a motion second on the floor. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And then. Oh, that one be longer. Let's do animal control officer and shelter and full.
Well, that's gonna require executive session.
Yes, it is.
Personnel changes, so.
Okay.
It wouldn't do the, well, we don't have time for that. Okay. Chief, is Tyler going to join you today?
No, sir, he has a sanitary board meeting at conflict.
Okay. I see you got your trusty assistant there with you, so. All right, then, 9:50, it's close enough. Phil, you want to go ahead and?
Well, Your Honor, I'm willing to submit, I represent the Lovings on this abandonment matter. I'm willing to submit the case on the record that's in the file there that I've submitted. It's a fairly detailed filing and prepare an order reflecting the order of the commission that it grants those abandonments. If the court, if you all wish me to give a proffer, I will do that. If not, I'll go ahead and prepare an order.
Would you do the proffer for the benefit of Commissioner Miller, because he wasn't here when you
Okay.
presented
No
for
problem.
us?
Your Honor, I mean, mission, I represent, Lorenzo Loving and Bridge Loving, his wife. They're the owners of lots 101, 102, 104 in the community of Glen Jean. The purpose of their petition today is a request of the commission to abandon a very small unused portion of Collins Hill Road and a small, very small portion, unused portion of McCall Avenue, which is in the subdivision there at Glen Jean. The first unused portion is owned on both sides by my clients, except for a very small portion that's on one side is very small, owned by Richard Stevens. Richard Stevens is in the audience today and makes no objection to the abandonment. The other unused portion is a very small portion of McCall Avenue, and my clients own on both sides of McCall Avenue. A very teeny portion is owned by Vanderbilt Mortgage. Vanderbilt Mortgage has been notified and has not responded. These two small portions, unused portions that I've indicated that are seeking abandonment have never been used since the subdivision map was developed, probably in the 40s. My client has been mowing the grass on both sides of these unused areas for at least 10 years. Before that, these little areas that were supposed to be a road or on the map were a road, were like a small forest. Out of an abundance of caution, I've notified every person that even borders on Collins Hill Road. None of them needed to do anything. So it's been unused forever. So there's no real reason to object to it. So I would submit that it's a valid exercise of your power to abandon these two small portions. I'll do an order reflecting reflecting that decision.
Anthony, do you have anything to add?
Yeah, the issue we had when we were here before on this has been corrected, so.
I agree. I move we approve the abandonment.
A second. Got a motion second on the floor. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you, Mr. Fishy.
Thank you for
Thank you,
accommodating.
sir.
Okay.
Well, let's go ahead and I think I'll do the fire department expenses.
Yeah.
On the board list.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've gone through the stack. We had long ago stated we weren't gonna be paying fire association fees, so that's one that we're
Yes.
gonna exclude. Also, all the cell phone bills that were submitted be excluded. Those are US Cellular. We're not gonna be paying for office supplies, so Staples expense. I'm not sure what the phone case expense, I think we already had discussed at the last meeting.
Yeah.
We needed an invoice for State Electric. Can you initial this? Did we get
No,
one?
do not have an invoice for that.
So this is for the October 2025, so we're just gonna need an invoice for that.
For the
State Electric
state electric, it's for.
it was on the P card for $220.99. What is the box alarm?
So you know who is the statements from? Is that?
It's on the P card, so I wasn't sure.
It was from October of last week.
Well, the expense, that's just on the. I couldn't find it in here, but I could go back. So let's exclude that for now until we can figure out what it is.
What was the date on that?
That is 10/10/25. And then the Nicholas printing. Stationery expenses. Be excluded. Staples and the clock for Amazon. Would be excluded. I had a question about a Lowe's receipt. Sure what it. No, they use their abbreviations and I didn't have time to look it up. Go back to that. Cell phone bills. The tarps from Walmart,
Yes, ma'am.
what are those for?
Those are used in the event that we have a residential structure fire distance. And when our fire is limited to a certain location in a structure, we go in with these tarps and cover furniture. Appliances, whatever we can protect in regard to water distribution. Then we attempt to recover those from the, I mean, a lot of times we do, a lot of times we've done, but that's part of our inventory on our engines.
That's fine, I figured I just didn't know what they were for. All right, this next one, there's another Staples, so the Staples expenses, the US Cellular expenses will be excluded, Nicholas Printing expenses will be excluded. That's all I had, except for that one, on the box alarm, and I didn't understand.
Yeah, I know that you guys took redid a couple of the invoices because of that dump truck that was shared.
Yes.
So much.
And I will apologize for that. That was done under a previous administrator that I had no knowledge of, and I regret that it's submitted the issue with me.
But a lot of the other things we've already went through and there's a couple others that will get the some invoice information for.
Okay.
So those won't be excluded, but right now they are until we get that.
And please understand, we went through a transition of several city managers and treasurers and clerks and we feel like we're dialed in now pretty close with Valerie Vaughn and Brooke Lyons, so I assure you that our submissions will be more fine-tuned.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
and I'll
this
tell you,
does.
I think that Tyler's doing a really good job.
He is.
And it's I understand him not wanting to have that position. So we'll be going through into something else with another one pretty
Right,
soon.
but Tyler will still be with the city as the GIS coordinator, so that's
Yeah.
very valuable to us.
And plus he may help to get all this invoice stuff caught up too.
Yes,
So
yes.
I was trying to see if I could find the box alarm. I found another one too, a Lowe's receipt that has Gatorade on it, so.
Was
that
that,
in smoke
was that a Lowe's purchase?
which one?
It,
The
it's
box.
separate on a P card and it says box alarm and it doesn't. Like Lowe's usually is distinguished as Lowe's.
Usually what we do is we buy smoke detectors and keep them on hand.
Mhm.
And if we have an incident, a call at a residence that someone might not have a smoke alarm, we provide those to the residences. That's the only thing I can think of, but I'll research that.
Yeah, the expense is $531.
We buy them by the case.
So yeah,
So how much does a case of fire alarm cost?
How much are they a piece?
No, a case.
A case of smoke alarms.
Box.
How much does it cost them? They're about $15 to $20 each, so with that, depending on which kind we have.
Okay. So we might have been 2 cases that we bought, but that
That's
doesn't
a
say that.
conjunction with Parade Cross.
But we'll, I'll research that.
All right, thanks.
all right, so I move we approve of, given the extraordinary circumstances. We make an exception to our policy due to extraordinary circumstances going on at Oak Hill with the city manager and accounting transitions it had during this time frame. With the exceptions of those expenses I named, which I have marked on these vouchers for GA.
And please make sure we get them in within
Yeah.
90 days. Sure.
I second.
Okay, got a motion second on the floor. All those in favor?
And Tyler is doing a great job.
Yes. he is.
She has any
Thank you.
questions for him.
And thank you for consideration in regards to that. I assure you it'll be well fine tuned. Thank you.
Dan. So,
Let's see here. Rest of things need to go into executive session.
I think we got 6 minutes before the luncheon contest.
Oh.
Let's talk about the e-poll books. We could talk about that half of it. Michelle, you wanna? Thank you for getting us the estimates. So if you would explain what the e-poll books do for us, that could help with what happened during the primary.
Yeah, sure. So the e-poll books, the electronic poll books, the way it works is you sign in through the system and then it prints a unique, a barcode for the ballot style that you are to receive. So whether which precinct you live in and what party you should get. So what we use there in early voting is cut down on a lot of errors from early voting, where you had to pick from the 40 precincts on the screen before they picked the party. And it's just a lot easier. I get the data immediately. In fact, I can get it in real time if we're hooked to the internet, which we can. Looks like almost all of our polling places we have access to that.
Hold on.
Just the poll books, John. So just the voter history data, which always is public record.
Okay, so the voter history data, none of the votes itself will be
No.
going through the internet.
No.
I want to make sure that that's clarified.
I understand, yes. No, this is just the part that allows me to monitor the people checking in.
Okay. Now, if someone checks in at precinct 4 and then tries to go to precinct 12,
It will tell them they're not in that precinct and it will only allow them to issue them a provisional ballot.
okay, but it doesn't say that, hey, these people have already voted once today.
Not on election day. It just, because they're not in the poll book, and even if they are, we have to let them cast that provisional ballot. We can't tell them, no, you can't vote.
But at
So-
Canvas, we could,
But at Canvas, I could say
we
this
would
person
know
went to two
that the
different
same person
precincts.
tried to vote two different.
Correct, that's what, part of what Canvas and provision ballots are for. So. What this will eliminate, what these electronic poll books eliminate for us is that moment of human error that can occur as far as a party choice during the primary. So that is why I've asked for these for the whole county. It is, well, I should say part of the reason. I've wanted these now for several years. They are an expense, and there have been other expenses that were more emergent. This has now become very emergent.
Well, I mean, if we look at this is $100,000 to bring these. Poll books in. And they're used every other year.
Right.
What's the expected lifespan?
I think any of our equipment with that, 6, 8, maybe 10 years before they need replaced.
Tell us about the grant. You mentioned something in your email to us
Yeah,
about.
so gratefully, there are HAVA funds, which is Help America Vote Act, that came out of 2002. It gets appropriated by Congress every year, hopefully. This year, they have given West Virginia $800,000. So I can apply for that money for this particular expense. The HAVA grant guidelines they can give us up to 85% of the money, so we could get up to 85,000. I don't know, with only 800,000 for the whole state, we would get that entire 85%. We might get 50.
Would
But it would be,
reimburse?
yes. So I printed out the things so I could give you a timeline. HAVA grants may assist with upcoming purchases as well as reimbursements and incurred on or after February 3rd, 2026. So even if you guys approved it today and you spent the money today, I can still apply for a reimbursement.
So for the
grant actual timeline starts June 15th, so we can start.
for the public's information, the irregularities and issues we had in the primary were because previously our system was you check in, you get a blank ballot, and you take it over, and the poll worker's supposed to walk you over and pick which primary you're going to vote in. This should eliminate that problem. So they check in with their ID and they're registered. It prints which one. So when they put it in the machine automatically reads where they're supposed to be voting, precinct, party, everything. Obviously, based on what happened, this is a priority for this commission to have this technology. And I want to go ahead and move that we ask the county clerk to go ahead and purchase the technology and apply for the grant.
I second. I think voter integrity is crucial, and public is watching, and we don't need to give them any idea that nothing's fair. This is money well spent as far as I'm concerned.
I also want to say that only the voter information is going to be connected to the internet, not.
And it is a secure server. It's not like out there. I mean, it is a secure connection to that I have to go through a lot of hoops to sign into every time I sign into it. It's not, and it's only that information.
So can we make sure that we are one of the first to ask for the grant or reimbursement? I mean,
I can
expedite that just as fast as you can.
I'll talk to them about the reimbursement / purchase, because but how they want me to apply for it. And the Secretary of State's office is very helpful with these things. They want to get us this equipment, whatever it is we need. They're not trying to gatekeep the money or anything.
Is it possible to get them before the general election?
Oh, that's my goal. Yeah. I mean, I don't know why we couldn't.
Okay.
We should be able to.
And we need to make sure that goes into the next fiscal year, because our money is extremely tight right now.
And you guys had already approved an $85,000 capital expenditure on election equipment in the budget. So that's in the budget.
Okay.
We also have two different election funds that have money in them that are being spent on election related expenses. The money's in the budget for next year, so it's not like you're not robbing Peter to pay Paul.
Okay, in that case, we have a motion to second on the floor. All those in favor?
Aye. Okay, so at this time, I'm gonna move that we go into executive session to discuss, Exhibit A, Item 8, the demolition contractor, and that's for legal advice. Item 11, relating to the deputy vacation carryover, that's kind of personnel and legal. Animal control officer and shelter changes, personnel. PSD litigation update, legal. And the election contest scheduling, legal.
Second, and the time is 9:32. Okay, welcome back from our executive session. No decisions were made. For the record, I did leave during the discussion concerning the election. So,
Okay, so.
Commissioner Taylor?
So there's gonna be no action required on Exhibit A, Item 8, the reef demolition contractor. With regard to the deputy vacation carryover, for the time being, I'm gonna make a motion that we allow the 45 days minimum carryover, and leave the door open for the sheriff to make a pitch for more if he believes that's important.
Second. We have a motion second on the floor. All those in favor?
Aye. Okay, Ruth, you make your recommendations about the staff.
Okay, so for the animal shelter, I would like to make Maria Bowles the director of the animal shelter with her new salary of 42. I would also like to make Tori Treadway the new animal welfare coordinator at 32. And then you guys, we did hire Bruce Marshall as an animal control officer, and I need you to ratify that.
Okay. All right, I move that we make the changes the county administrator recommended.
Second.
Have a motion second on the floor. All those in favor?
Aye. Okay, and we received the update in executive session about the PSDs. And with regard to the election contest, we need to schedule some dates. What we decided to do was incorporate issue one order from the last hearing that will cover that hearing and today's hearing, so everything's in one document to remove any confusion to make sure everybody gets a copy of everything. So our findings of fact and things from the last hearing we had are included in here, and then the dates that I'm going to recommend based on our discussion with council for the next steps in the election contest. So we basically, in short, found that there were some issues that Mr. Vest made a proper waiver of the recount, and that he has filed a proper contest request in the issue, and then setting the next steps. So basically, on or before June 17th of 2026, Mr. Vest shall file a written statement setting forth with specificity the grounds for his contest, the factual allegations supporting it, the legal basis for the relief he's seeking, and the names of any witnesses known at the time. Now, he has filed a written statement that has a lot of that in it, so he may need to amend it, but he has until June 17th to do so. On or before June 24th of 2026, any contestee or interested party, such as the other individuals affected by this election contest shall file a written response to whatever Mr. Vest files. The parties have to exchange witness lists and exhibits no later than July 1st, 2026. And then the evidentiary hearing where the county commission will make its decision or at least take evidence on the issue. It might not make a decision that day, but will be July 8th, 2026 at 1 p.m. here at the Fayette County Courthouse and Commission Chambers. That will be a formal court hearing where witnesses will be under oath. And any decisions we make that are later appealed will be appealed to the circuit court. So I'm going to move that we set those dates and sign the order.
A second.
Yes, and Commissioner Brenneman will not be attending the evidentiary hearing or be a part of that. He has not been a part of any of these other decisions. It's just Commissioner Miller and me. So all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right. I'm going to sign this. Today, the 10th. I miss anything, Anthony? That you could, It does have some things in there for your office to do, as far as notice and some things getting set up, but. All right, so we will file the original with the county clerk, Ruth, but I want to make sure we have copies.
So we scan it.
Okay. I think, is that it? Commissioner Burns, have we got everything else done?
I'm sitting back here singing a song.
I think we have.
Yes, it does here.
Yeah, I think so too.
Good.
Anything left? All right, motion to adjourn.
Second.
We are done.